All right, good afternoon, and I wanted to touch base with you guys real quickly regarding a topic that, if you're on YouTube now and you're a consistent creator on YouTube, you've already gone through this. But if you're just a content consumer at this point, this is something that might be affecting you. And so I want to talk about this because it's something that I am going through right now. And it's basically how to get started. What are my first steps in terms of becoming a YouTube personality or anything really? But let's just stick with that one because that's what we're doing. I think there is a lot of, I guess there's an idea that you have to be good to get on YouTube. You have to be a good content creator. You have to be polished. You have to be a good speaker and all these things. And to an extent, that's true. You do. And the best YouTubers you see out there, the Casey Neistats and I really like Sean Cannell. I'm watching a lot of him right now. But the real guys that have been doing this a long time are polished. They're polished. Their videos are crisp. They're edited. And so if you sit there and try and compare yourself to that, it is going to be intimidating. It's going to be difficult for you to give yourself permission to go ahead and start posting on YouTube. And so I think that might not be the best goal. The best goal might be to put up your first video and say, I just want to get on the path. I don't necessarily want to be good. I mean, if you focus on being good, what happens is you start saying, I need to learn to edit. I need to, plan out all my videos, and I need to, go buy a good camera, and I need to, get a microphone and all this stuff. And I think you'll get carried away, and you'll basically paralyze yourself with all these I gotta, I'm not there yet, I'm, all this kind of stuff. And so my recommendation, for if I can even give any of that, because I'm completely brand new at this, but my advice for a person who's looking at this this opportunity and saying, you know what, it could be really cool, it would be fun to be a YouTube personality, it would be fun to create content for people and have them appreciate what you're putting out there, and it would be great to have this extra stream of income. If that's you, then what I recommend, and this was recommended to me, is go ahead and start your channel. Put your first video out, and really try not to put too much emphasis on how great that video needs to be. And the reason I say that is because if you listen to most of the current YouTube personalities that are very successful, they will directly point back to their early videos and tell you, these videos were awful. These were the worst videos I ever did. There's about, they say your first video is gonna suck. Your second video is gonna suck. Your 20th video is gonna suck. And so I personally am perfectly happy knowing that this video is gonna suck, because what it is it's just it's me being on the process to getting to a place where I can be good. And so this is just me getting on the path. And so I don't mind too much that I'm basically having this raw, unedited content come out, mainly because I know that that's the precursor to me getting better. That's the precursor to me improving my abilities and my skill sets to a place where I can be like the greats. And so that's, I guess, the biggest point of what I wanted to put out there is it's not about being good, it's about getting started. It's about doing something. And then from there you can tweak, and from there you can learn, and you can start evaluating what do you like, what don't you like, what kind of videos do you like to put out, in terms of, do you like to do how-to videos? Do you want to just do mindset videos? Do you want to do what works for you? Those kind of things. Vlogging, what is it? So you can really flesh out a lot of who you really want to be as a content creator through the process. So I think trying to figure all of that out ahead of time would slow you down. So I guess that's the point of what I'm trying to get at is and the other way that I've heard it presented is, that the monetization that goes on with YouTube is only going to get more and more difficult, and the bar is only going to get higher and higher. So the sooner you can start your channel, if this is something you ever wanted to do, if it makes sense to start and get yourself on the process, no matter how long that process is. If it's going to be a 10-year process, starting today just means that you're going to be there in 10 years, you know, and if it's a 20-year process, it just means you're going to be there in 20 years. It doesn't really matter how it's, I guess, laid out, but just that you're getting started, because the sooner you get started, the sooner you get to where you want to be. So that's the concept and the idea that I want to bring to you guys. You know, I understand interpretation and being afraid of, you know, judgment, or maybe people aren't going to like your content. There's a handful of them, right? I don't have anything important to say or anything of value to put out. I'm not a good communicator. I'm not good looking enough. I don't know how to edit. I don't have the skills. You know, there's only a few things that hold people up, and I know this is kind of my, I guess, my philosophy for a lot of things in terms of getting started, but it doesn't matter. A lot of times the things that you're worried about aren't the important things. What you need to do is get on the path, and then everything starts to happen. So if it's eBay, figure out how to list your first item. Look around the house, pinpoint an item. It would be nice if that item has value, demand value on eBay, but list an item and see what happens, and start to get to know the process. Same thing with YouTube. Get to know the process. Like, I didn't even know about thumbnails. I didn't know about, like, there's 100 things I didn't know about until I decided to get started. So I guess that's my biggest input into this conversation. And please, if you want to, you know, talk about this a little bit more, discuss it, definitely send comments. I'll definitely read them and get back to you. Feel free to subscribe, because what I'm going to do basically in the next 2 years is for this year, I want to put in 4 new income streams, and in the following year I want to put in 5 more. And so a total of 10 income streams coming in, slightly different, you know, a lot of them probably to do with the internet, because that's kind of the way things are trending right now. But I want to have some different income streams so that my family is protected in case something does happen to, let's say, one of our income streams, 2 of our income streams. There is something there in place to take care of us still. So that's the goal. That's everything that's happening. Wanted to give you guys that in terms, like, if there's anyone just sitting on the fence thinking about you know, doing something like this, just try it out. You know, I mean, and I'll tell you straight up, no one's gonna see your first, let's see, I've probably got 10 or 12 videos up. No one's gonna see your first 10 or 12 videos anyway. So go ahead and start recording, and who cares? You know, whatever happens, happens, but it's a good starting point. And I can't wait to be able to go back maybe 5 years from now and look back at those first videos and see how far I've come. And if I didn't record those first videos, you wouldn't be able to see that. So yeah, I guess that's what I've got for you guys for now. And yeah, feel free to message out. If you're enjoying the content, please go ahead and hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because I'm planning to come to you guys with content like this, and planning to evolve a little bit and change a little bit of what I do. I think the YouTube channel name might change, but what I want to bring you guys is going to be just solid content about how to get started, shift, kind of transition from being told what you're worth to now going out and getting what you're worth. That's important. So yeah, let's do it, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Aloha.